He was supposed to come home at 6, not at 2:47 in the afternoon when secrets are still getting dressed. And the problem with coming home early isn't timing, it's truth showing up uninvited. Because the man in his closet had no idea he picked the wrong house, on the wrong day, with the wrong husband. Michael noticed the door first, unlocked in a house where locks were treated like religion. And habits don't break randomly. They break when something else matters more. He stepped inside and felt it immediately, that silence that doesn't belong to peace. Because real silence feels calm, but this one felt like it was hiding something. Then he heard it, a small sound upstairs, trying very hard not to exist. And the louder someone tries to be quiet, the more obvious they become. His wife appeared too fast, too polished, like someone editing reality in real time. But fear leaves fingerprints, and he could see them all over her face. He started walking upstairs, not angry, not rushed, just certain. Because once your brain connects the dots, your body just follows the map. The closet door moved slightly, like it had just been touched. And objects don't lie, people do. She blamed the air, the vent, anything that sounded harmless enough to survive 2 seconds. But weak lies don't convince, they confirm. He opened the door, and there it was. A half-dressed man hiding between shirts like this was some kind of low-budget survival plan. Now here's the funny part. Because reality sometimes writes better comedy than logic ever could. The guy actually said, "This isn't what it looks like." And Michael laughed. Not because it was funny, but because it was so stupid it broke the tension. Then he asked the only question that matters when illusions die. How long? 6 months. And numbers hit harder than emotions, because they measure betrayal. Now watch this carefully, because this is where most people lose control. They yell, they break things, they turn chaos into performance. But control isn't loud, it's precise. And precision always wins over panic. Michael didn't argue. He counted. 10 seconds. That's all it took to turn a grown man into a sprinting mistake. And just like that, the house went quiet again. But this time, it wasn't hiding anything. It was revealing everything. Here's the twist most people miss. The real damage wasn't the man in the closet. It was the 6 months of lies that built that moment. Because betrayal isn't a moment. It's a timeline. So Michael did something even colder than anger. He detached. No negotiation, no emotional speeches, no second chances disguised as conversations. Because once respect leaves, love doesn't stay long after. He packed his bag like someone who had already left mentally months ago. And that's the part people don't understand. The moment you accept reality, the exit becomes easy. Now here's where the story flips completely. Because while she was hiding a man in the closet, he was hiding something too. Not another person. Something far more dangerous. Freedom. Months before that day, he had already seen the signs, the patterns, the cracks in behavior. And instead of reacting, he started documenting. Because emotions make noise, but evidence builds outcomes. Then something else happened. A company deal, buried in paperwork, ignored by everyone else, but not by him. A clause, a number, a life-changing amount of money. And suddenly, staying became optional. That's the power people underestimate. Options change behavior. So he stayed quiet. Not weak, not blind, just strategic. Because when you know you can leave, you stop begging people to stay. By the time he found that man in the closet, the decision was already made. That moment wasn't the beginning. It was confirmation. He walked out, not broken, not destroyed, just done. And that's the difference between losing something and outgrowing it. The divorce was fast. The outcome was clean. Because preparation beats reaction every single time. And the man who thought he ruined a marriage actually walked into someone else's exit plan. So here's the real lesson. If truth walked into your life early, before you were ready, would you collapse? Or would you realize it just saved you years? Because sometimes the worst moment of your life is actually the moment everything finally makes sense. If this hit you, comment truth over comfort. Because the strongest people don't react to chaos. They prepare for it.